Sometimes it can feel so difficult to catch hold of the inspirational. Yeah, but it can be so simple. Love what you do, share what you love. Nobody said there was a secret formula. You know it's so simple, and it's your time to shine. Be who you wanna be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Look inside and be in all you can be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Take a little look inside yourself. What you'll find there's like no one else. Discover new abilities. Embrace your creativity. 'Cause it's your time to shine. Be who you wanna be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Look inside and be in all you can be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy, easy. Back when you could be anything, so eager to build a dream. Young enough to wanna take a chance. There's no difference between now and then. It's still within your reach. It's your time to shine. Who you wanna be. Beginning, the rest is easy. Beginning, the rest is easy. Look inside and believe in all that you can be. Beginning, the rest is easy. Beginning, the rest is easy. Beginning, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Look inside and believe. You don't have to worry about me. You don't have to worry about easy. Begin, the rest is easy. The rest is easy. Who you wanna be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Sometimes the hardest part is started. Oh, all you can be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. Rest is easy. Be who you wanna be. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy. So what do you wanna be? Look inside and you can see. Begin, the rest is easy. Begin, the rest is easy, easy.
Hey, if you wanna play, make it about a place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I wanna hear you say, I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch me go. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Can you hear me say, yes, I am. Lead, inspire destiny. Require every dream to believe. Take the chance, lead the dance, and run with what is in your heart. Let the magic start. You're in charge. Yes, you can. What's the plan? Come on, let's do this and do it now. I wanna hear you shout. I am independent. I am dedicated. Doing it my way, doing it my way. Yes, I am. I am in control. I am. Watch
Well, hello everyone, and happy Tuesday. We have a special treat today, but before we do introductions, I just wanted to say that the new catalog is out, and we hope that all of you are loving it.
I know I am.
Finally, it's out, right, Kayleigh? So, but we have Kayleigh here with us. Kayleigh, maybe introduce yourself for everyone so that they know what your role is behind the scenes in the catalog.
Sure. I'm Kayleigh Jolly. You guys may have seen me at Onstage, or at least some of you have seen me at Onstage. But my role here is I'm a graphic designer for both events, like Onstage, and catalog, like what we're about to talk about here.
Yeah, so we're not talking about product per se today. We're talking about a behind-the-scenes look at the new book and all of the creativity that went into making this beautiful piece that all of you are enjoying. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of dive right in. But before we get into all this fun stuff that you have here on the table that you can't see yet, let's talk about the design process and your favorite part.
Yeah. So the design process is really interesting. A lot of you probably don't know this, but we started this catalog, the May-August catalog. Make sure I got the name right. Yep. That was we started the May-August catalog around July of last year. So it's kind of a long process. I'm already 2 catalogs ahead in my brain, while you guys are super excited to get this new catalog. So I think that's the really interesting part of it for me. But the other thing that I have really loved about this catalog was just getting to reorganize the information and really make sure it's super usable for you guys. That's something that we thought about through the entire process, was just to make sure that what we were designing was not only beautiful, but also functional for you. So
we love that, especially all of those demonstrators out there that are using this as a sales tool, right? We've got a lot of customers out there too that just love flipping through, and I think that's probably true for demonstrators too, but we know that it's a sales tool for demonstrators and then an inspiration book for everyone else as well. Yeah. So let's dive into, well, what I think is my favorite part of the new catalog. We've got these really beautiful spreads at the beginning of each section, and Kayleigh was like the mastermind behind that. So walk us through your process, and maybe we can show everybody what that, maybe you know what we're talking about. If you don't, you're going to find out.
Yep. Buckle up. No.
What's your first step?
Yeah, so it started back in last July. Several teams came together. My team, photography, writing team, our communications team, and our marketing team. And we start to brainstorm different pages in the catalog. And one of the pages, or one of the groups of pages we brainstormed, was the experience pages. So this time around, instead of having something that was super photo heavy or something that had a lot of design, we decided to go with something that was hand lettered. So what we did was our writing team came up with a lot of different quotes that fit in the realm of your quick and easy, your creativity your way, and your step-by-step experiences. And we found quotes that fit the feeling of each of those experiences. So today I'm going to walk you through my process for the Creativity Your Way experience and how I hand lettered that and how it got from my sketchbook into the printed catalog.
Okay, I'm going to have you pause right there, because when I first saw the book, I looked at each of those sections and I thought to myself, I need a catalog just so that I can cut those pages out and frame the quote.
Yeah, that was kind of the intent.
Okay.
I know for me, being a designer, I really love to look through what I call ephemera. I love looking through catalogs, any catalog that I get in the mail. And when I see a page that I think is especially beautiful or inspirational or has some really cool type, I always end up wanting to cut it out and like put it in my junk journal or scrapbook it or keep it on my wall, because I think pretty things are so fun to have around me. So I think that was also kind of the intent. We wanted to make sure it was something that if you wanted, you could cut it out and put it up in your craft room, or you could share it with somebody. And if you were at Onstage, you saw that in some of the graphics that we had on the screens, we did use the hand lettering there as well. So we really tried to get bang for our buck with that design.
Okay,
So-
let's jump into your first step in that process. Like
Yeah.
once you saw what the quotes were going to be, then what came next?
So, what I typically do when I'm lettering, let me make sure I get to the right page here, is, it might be hard to see, but I usually write out the quote at the very top. I like to see what words I'm working with, and it's really teeny tiny, but I usually write it tiny because then it gives me a lot of space to explore.
So this one says imagination is the compass, creativity is the journey.
Yep. So I start there, and then I start to just kind of sketch out where the words are. What I'm looking at here is how do the words space out in comparison with each other. And I know these are really sketchy, so hopefully you can see them okay. But what I'm looking at here is which words do I want to emphasize? Which words are going to be first? Which words maybe look the same? Which words are going to fall to the wayside? So if you look at imagination is the compass, creativity is the journey, I decided after a few iterations to focus on imagination, compass, creativity, and journey. And this specific quote was really easy for me because it kind of followed the same structure. You had imagination is the compass, creativity is the journey. So that kind of brought me into this space where I was like, okay, I'll take imagination and creativity. Those will be treated the same. Compass and journey will be treated the same. So then here you can see how I'm trying to start figuring out, okay, stylistically, what might that look like? We've got kind of an all caps look here and then a scripty cursive here, which
don't you wish you could all have handwriting as beautiful as Kayleigh's? That's what I'm thinking in my brain.
That's very kind. So we moved from that. Luckily, I like letters, so it's just par for the course with me and my job. And then we move into this teeny tiny little sketch here. Should I bring it up or should I just leave it down?
I think you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we move to this tiny little sketch here. Ignore this. This is one of the other quotes. This is what happens when you sketch. It's a mess and it kind of does its own thing. So from here, what I ended up doing was taking a picture with my phone and bringing it into my technology, into my tablet.
Okay, so you didn't even use like a scanner, like your phone is your scanner.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, let's look
Just
at this.
use my phone. See, you can see how poorly the image is. Like, it's not a great photo. Our photo team would be like, wow, you definitely made
They'd
choices.
be like, Kayleigh, let's
Yeah.
help you with this. That's what they
They're
would
like,
say.
oh, honey, you didn't need to do that. But I did, because really all I wanted to do, and I'm going to show you what I did. I bring it in, and I usually turn down my transparency so I can just trace over it. It's not actually working, but it doesn't really matter.
Go.
Oh, there you go. So I turn down the transparency a little bit. And then what I do is I usually sketch over it. And I'll just show you quickly. Like,
Oh, we get like live.
this is just a... So I'll take my pen and I'll just like start to like sketch over it, right? Like, depending on what pen I want, I'll like sketch over it like this. And I try to keep it as loose as possible. Obviously, this was not read in the catalog, but for this purpose, you can see I just start to sketch over it and I just start to get a feel for what the letters need to look like. So then, after I've worked through it, I got to, let's see here, I just got to make sure I get rid of all the, so we landed on this, which is what you're a little more familiar with. So I played around with it. I played around with the colors, which is super easy to do, luckily, on...
Okay, what program are you in? I know someone's going to ask.
Someone's going to ask. So I'm in what's called Adobe Fresco. And it pairs up with other software that I use with the Adobe suite. I actually created the catalog. So that was a singular effort. We created the catalog in something called InDesign, which is like a sister program to Adobe Fresco.
Okay, so they're going to see each other. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And it's really nice because getting like the artwork from here into some of the programs on the desktop. So I'll work on my tablet and then I'll move it into my desktop. It's a little more seamless, which is really nice. So, but yeah, so I'll go in here and I would play with color. Oh, it's not going to let me. That's fine. I won't show you, but I'll go in and play with color, and it's nice on the tablet because it's just a quick little like boop boop, and then I
You
can
make it
decide.
sound so simple, and I know it's not like that, but I think you've illustrated really beautifully the possibilities. When start with a sketch, bring it into your technology, play with it from there, and then add color to create that depth and finished piece.
Yep. And then from here, I put it into my computer. We put it into our other program, the sister
Look
program
at
in design.
that.
And then we, as you can see, we threw a DSP pattern on in the back. We added some design that was helping show,
Which
or helping
section
tell,
you're
helping
in.
tell the message of the Creativity Your Way experience. And voila, we took it to the printer and this was our finished product.
Okay, so when I talked about, you've all seen this, but if you look at all of the other pages, like, they're all a little bit different. And I think that this is so much fun. Are you loving this? I hope you love this when you looked through the book, that it just inspired some creativity in you. Now, you've said you've been working on this book for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, how many people or how many teams are working on this book at any one time?
So it's interesting. I actually thought about this question ahead of time. A lot of people work on this throughout the process, because you have your product team creating product for these catalogs. You have your product design team who start to design the products for these catalogs. In the actual production cycle of this catalog, we probably had five or six teams working. In the production itself, where I'm in the photo studio with our photography team, our writers are writing like the content here, like what you see. It's the three of us. I feel like I don't want to say we're the trifecta, because there's like a lot of people working.
But you partner really well together
Yes.
as teams.
Yeah.
So all of your key stakeholders are involved in the process, so that you're in the loop all the way through.
Yep. So we get the direction. We make sure from marketing that we're hitting the right targets, that we're making sure it's as usable as possible for the demonstrators and for the customers. But in that process, the three teams that are really working on getting the content in, making sure the writing is right, making sure that the design looks good is our writing team, the design team, and then our photography team. So
round of applause for all the teams. They're amazing.
I'll applaud them too, because they are amazing.
Yeah, we've got some great teams here at Stampin' Up. And I know you all are loving the book. So maybe let's walk through some of the sections of the book. So if you have not seen this yet. Okay, I love the cover of the
I
book.
do too.
And I'll tell you why I love it. Maybe you can put in the comments why you love it. But I love it because it doesn't show just the project. I love that it shows what creating together looks like, right? You're with friends, you're enjoying time, you're getting to know each other, you're making friends, you're building community.
Yeah.
So I love the cover.
And they look so happy. It's
Aren't we the happiest
That's
when
what
we're
I
creating?
love. I love that they actually look like they're having a really good time together. I know sometimes you get stock photography in other catalogs that I get in the mail, and I'm like, I mean, they look happy, but are they really that happy about insurance? These people are happy about crafting, which I really love.
I love that too. I love that too. Okay, so we've got kind of a new and trending section, which I love. Let's talk about the three sections. By the way, there are lots of other pieces in here that I love, kind of these little ads.
Also hand lettered.
So did you do this one
I did,
too?
yeah.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Kayleigh! It's so cute!
Thanks.
Okay, we've got some ads here, kind of what we're about. You get the idea. We've got, and then this is the beginning.
Yep.
Of your hand lettered quotes.
And all the experience pages.
Yes. So every great creation is just small steps in the right order. Oh, I love our step-by-step section.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Then simplicity is the seed. Creativity makes the bloom. I feel like it's progressive, right? We all get better creativity as we go along. And some of these sections. Let's see. Okay, we've gone over imagination is the compass, creativity is the journey, and then all of the things that we love toward the back. Now, I'm going to point out a couple of different things in the back that maybe you noticed or you didn't, but we've got products that are shown in multiple places in the book. That's for you and per some of your requests. But you can find, there's a designer series paper section. You can see all of the designer series paper. You can see all of the, where am I going? Mix and match, memory keeping. You've got all of your embellishments and adhesives, more so that you can flip back at a glance and get all of the products that you want to look for. There's also, I didn't get to it, but there's a stamp set section. There's a bundle section. You've got the suite section. So depending on what you're looking for, you'll be able to find it in the book. So
Yep, something for everyone for sure.
Yes. Okay, what's your favorite section in the catalog, or maybe 2-page?
Yeah, I
Layout.
think that's a good question. And
Do you have a favorite?
Well, I really loved the lettering, but we've already talked about that. So I'll tell you what my second
Okay.
favorite is. So not only was I able to create graphics for the catalog, I was also able to help style photographs for the catalog. So this is one of the suites that I was able to help style, and I actually really loved how this turned out. I felt, first of all, this suite is beautiful.
It's one of my favorites.
I think it's one of my favorites as well. I love how moody it is, but I also love these little moths. So I was in the photo studio, and we were trying to really encapsulate the vibe of this suite and what we call the trend. So the trend was creating cards with the charm of a moonlit garden. And so we were really trying to make this feel like this trend text here. Like, how does this feel like a moonlit garden? How does this feel lush? So it was really fun to try to add these little elements that made it feel lush, that made it feel like a moonlit garden. So I was in the photo studio fussy cutting out these cute little moths, and I even did a little like scoring on this one so he looked a little more like he was flapping.
Okay, the detail. I mean, the attention to detail. I feel like that's like a little Easter egg or something.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at the overall section. I had not specifically paid attention to the moths, so I'm so glad you brought that up.
Well, and that's ideally like it sets the scene, it sets the environment, but doesn't take away from the fact that this paper is beautiful. These embellishments are so cool. They look just like water droplets. That's what I really liked about these embellishments. And that these samples are just beautifully made. Like this one here has just got so much dimension. So that's actually a good thing you didn't notice the moths at first.
I want to
That's what we want to
product
focus
first,
on.
yes.
The product first, and then you can see, oh, this is a sweet little environment. So yeah, that's my favorite spread, I think.
I know, I hadn't thought through like what mine was. I actually, I love, one of my favorites is this one.
Yeah.
Like I love just the grid and the really zoomed in view of the product. So product highlighted, and I like our new in colors.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was loving that spread. I also really loved some of the mix and match
Yeah.
back here.
This is this is my favorite. I love the little
bus.
bus. Yeah.
Yeah, so I loved those, and I like that it's all together. And the index is back.
Yep.
For those of you who like to check things off your list, whether you have them or you've ordered them, it's here for you to find and be redirected back through the book.
I almost said that this was my favorite part, but then I was like, I mean, it is. It's so usable, and we tried to make sure that it was usable for you. But visually, I definitely think I have
It's
other
functional.
favorites. It's extraordinarily functional.
Yeah, very functional.
And we spent a lot of time making sure it was functional for you.
Love it. We hope you love the book. Anything else that I didn't ask you about that you wanted to highlight?
No, I feel like we covered all of it, and I'm super proud of this book, so I'm glad that you like it, and I hope you guys like it too.
Let us know in the comments what your favorite spreads are, or maybe even which section you find yourself using most often. Like, are you a step-by-step person? Are you a creativity your way kind of person? Like, most often, what are you searching for? Let us know in the comments. Everyone, round of applause for Kayleigh.
Oh, I almost...
Round of applause for Kayleigh.
Yeah! I was round of applause for you guys. I was so excited, and then it just looked like I was applauding myself.
No,
so that's fine.
we love the team of amazingly talented people that work on this,
That's
the
kind.
teams that work on this book. It's a lot of work and a lot of time, way in advance. So your feedback matters as we go into planning upcoming publications. So thanks for joining us today.
Thanks.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.